Last week, or was it last 2 weeks, I uploaded a video on the iPhone 7 Plus telling you guys why it was worth getting in 2022. So I figured, why not talk about the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus in the next video. So yeah, welcome. This will be a fairly short video since the devices are actually very similar to the iPhone 7 series. So I highly suggest you check out that video because I'll be referring to some features or something like a comparison between these two devices or four devices. Yeah. Check it out. Alright, so these are the late 2017 flagships from Apple, the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus. And fun fact, these devices were actually skipped by a lot of people when it was released because news about the game-changing iPhone 10 was also released around that same time. Fast forward a couple years later, and we are going to talk about the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, if they are really worth getting in 2022 or not. Also, this is part of my Is It Worth It in 2022 series. Check out the playlist to know what devices I think will be worth getting in 2022. First link in the description. And yeah, alright, the design, or should I say the same old ugly design. The designs are very similar, if not exact same, as the iPhone 7 series, and I call this ugly because of the extremely large bezels and the ridiculous screen to body ratio if you compare to Samsung devices that were actually released at that same time. Yeah, these are my major turnoffs. And it turns out Apple has had this exact design for the past 4 years now. Yeah, I just realized. Same camera setup on the 7 series and 8 series, same rounded edges that most people preferred, no headphone jacks that we are actually forced to cope with, same screen to body ratio. Literally everything about the iPhone 8 series is the exact same as the 7 series, but well, not really everything. So what makes the iPhone 8 series stand out, aside the fact that this was the last iPhones to come with the home button? Just a few things. First being the glass back. So you see, unlike the iPhone 7 with aluminum backs, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus were the first to introduce glass backs, and it's been evolving ever since. And like I said from my iPhone 7 video, glass backs do come with an advantage like wireless charging, and also disadvantages like cracking and being a fingerprint magnet if you get the space gray color. So yeah, it's sort of like a 50-50 situation here. So yeah, sort of. The iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus were the first to come with glass backs. That's true, but they weren't actually the first devices to start using glass backs, since Samsung released their Samsung S6 earlier in 2015 with glass backs already. We can all argue about how Apple features are always being seen already in Android devices, but the thing is, Apple features are always better. But I digress. The second astounding feature of the iPhone 8 series is True Tone, something we saw or maybe still see in the Apple iPads, where the screen automatically adjusts its color temperature according to the surrounding environment. So under some kind of light conditions, it changes the color tint, but really the main upgrades to the iPhone 8 are in the specs and cameras. So yeah, let's talk about specs. This comes to the A11 Bionic chip with 2 gigs of RAM, being the last ever iPhones to actually come with 2 gigs of RAM. And I don't really do benchmark scores, but surely this is a better performing device than the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus if you watch comparison videos. Also, this comes with a slightly better battery, exactly 8% larger than the previous iPhone 7. Small upgrade, but absolutely worth it. Alright, let's talk about the cameras. This has the same camera setup as the iPhone 7 series, with literally not much of a difference in photo quality. Like if I asked you to pick what photo belongs to what device here, you guys will actually get it all wrong because both photos were actually shot on the same phone. Yeah, alright, I'm just messing with you guys. These photos were actually shot on separate devices, but clearly there isn't any difference. When we do see a difference is in video mode. So we finally get the option to shoot 4K at 60 FPS for the first time on the iPhone 8, and a mind-blowing 240 FPS at 1080p. I really doubt anyone with an iPhone 7 really switched to an 8 because of the cameras, but yeah, it's still a slight upgrade. Alright, is the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus worth buying in 2022? Well, it's kind of 50-50. So why is that? Well, this is a pretty boring device because it's pretty much an iPhone 7 Plus if you really think about it, but the current price can easily be the major reason why most people would get this device. So I'll say it now, if you have to get the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus, it should be only because of the price, but personally I'll say get the iPhone 10 instead. And you know what, I'll let you guys have this one. Personally, I think the device isn't worth getting, but you guys let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Also, check out the iPhone 10 review so you get why I picked the iPhone 10 over the iPhone 8. But anyways, that's been it for this video. See you all next week. Yeah, peace.